part of our Friday show is the Fab Four, and part of that was the Jägermeister Cup review. A couple interesting results, though. We'll come to our game that we picked out, but probably one of the funniest or most captivating images of the soccer weekend here domestically came from Rhode Island versus the Portland Bangers.
No, not the Portland Bangers.
Portland Hearts of
Rob.
Pine,
No.
excuse me. Too many Portlands.
You get your Portlands mixed up, and we're going to get people mad at us. The Portland Bangers are a semi-pro team out in Oregon. This is Portland Hearts of Pine, which is in, of course, the USL, and in Maine. That's why they're playing in the Jägermeister Cup. That's Cano Smith standing on the roof of the stadium there in Providence because he got sent off. Is that legal? I'm serious. Is that legal? I don't honestly know whether once you're sent off, if you're allowed to go find another vantage point that is still like, is he technically in the stadium? Like, what's the rule?
Well, I think it's a touchline ban, so you can't be in the team area. So like on the touchline, on the bench, all that stuff. So, you see those like the famous like Jose Mourinho just like sitting one row behind and stuff like that. I think that's kind of the same, but this individual here has taken it to a whole nother length, trying to get the bird's eye view from the roof of the stadium. Not something you see every day. And I did see some fun memes of this talking about this is American soccer heritage unfolding in front of our face.
Absolutely is. Yeah, this is great. I love this. Is it good for the Jägermeister Cup, which it should be drunk at most? That just the base state of the Jägermeister Cup should be that it's drunk. Cano Smith he's got his own legacy and myth in New England soccer, having played for the Revs. Go look up some of the things the Revs fans have said about Cano Smith over the years. He apparently doesn't know exactly what happened and why he got sent off. The referee said it was for foul and abusive language. The team didn't even know he was sent off when they came out for the second half. He got sent off at halftime.
That's good communications there.
Yeah. So he must have hung around, yelled at the referee, or at least that's what the referee says, got sent off. The team went in the locker room. They came out like, hey, where's coach? Where's Cano? What's going on? And then you look up and there he is standing. I want to know in this image, I'm assuming this is some sort of staffer, maybe an assistant. He looks like young enough. He could be a player who maybe was not suited up for this game. Why did he get this job? Why did he have to go stand there with Cano top of the stadium? Like, what is that?
Well, in the NFL, they have the pullback assistant coaches that pull the head coaches back from running into the linesman and running onto the field. Maybe he's the don't fall off the edge. the pullback.
He's the pullback coach for the top of the stadium. That's what that is.
He's had a lot of Jaeger, so you don't want him to be too close to the edge there. But the game that we highlighted on Friday as the one to watch was South Georgia Tormenta versus Charleston Battery. And that game, interesting quirk about the Jägermeister Cup, it goes to penalties to get these results. They don't have ties in the Jägermeister Cup.
Well, it can't. It's a cup. Gotta move forward. What are you talking about? Yeah.
So
Rob,
Charleston Battery beat South Georgia Tormenta 3-3 after penalties. Charleston comes out victorious. There was another game going to penalties. New Mexico United beat Colorado Springs in some PKs. And the one on screen, Rhode Island ended up winning over Portland Hearts of Pine 4-1. But interesting competition here, this Jägermeister Cup.
So let me go to the chat. Let me go to my man Chris Sau, one of our MK Ultras. Shout out to Chris. Be like Chris. Be a supporter of the show. He's got the law of the game. So sending off offenses, player, substitute player. Now this doesn't say coach, but I'm assuming it applies to a coach as well. Must leave the vicinity of the field of play and the technical area. Chris saying that would mean this is illegal as long as he isn't coaching from up on high. Now, that's why I'm worried about the presence of this young man standing alongside Cano Smith. What is his job? What is he doing? If he's not pulling back Cano Smith from the edge, which I don't think that's his job, Rob, as much as that would be hilarious, it looks like he might be holding something. Now, if there is text messaging happening, would that be illegal? Would that be beyond the scope of the send? Like, I think that would be, he can't do that, right? Right.
No, I think that's probably hard to enforce. I feel like whenever we see on like Premier League games and stuff like that, they're always texting or walkie-talking or something to the bench.
Are they?
They're like that.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Should they be allowed to?
I don't think that's I think that's definitely a dark dark gray area. I don't think you're technically supposed to, but you can be
Something
pretty
like this.
sneaky.
Something like
Ah,
this. Like Miguel Herrera on a walkie-talkie after he got sent off. I think this was I'm not sure what this was. This might have been some a
Leagues Cup
CONCACAF
or
game.
something.
Yeah, it could be it could be Leagues Cup. Could be
He's wearing a Club America
he has a
jacket.
Club America jacket on. He loves wearing a jacket with the badge. That's his move. He does it. He's doing with Costa Rica now. Or he was in the Gold Cup.
Was
Obviously, this happened. You can see it happen in Orlando. So yeah, they all go via text. John says they all do text messages from high up in the stands. So that all Kano was doing was following in the grand tradition of sent off coaches. But yeah, Jägermeister Cup delivering some fun and some entertainment and some results. Did you get through all of them? Did you get through all of our
No, I
Jägermeister Cup?
didn't get through all of them over the weekend. There was actually quite a number of fixtures. So yeah, the round of games started off with that Rhode Island, Portland, Hearts of Pine, and then Ford Madison 1-0 over 1 Knoxville. Greenville Triumph beat Miami FC 2-0. Detroit City FC beat Hartford on the road in Pens. Indy 11 beat Birmingham in Pens. Pittsburgh 1-0 over Westchester. Richmond fell at home to Lexington. The Charleston over South Georgia Tormenta penalties. Loudon, a lot of penalties. Loudon beat Charlotte in penalties. Tulsa 4-1 over Chattanooga Red Wolves. Ooh, highest scoring one of the round. Phoenix Rising on the road 5-4 over
Ooh,
Texoma. A 9
yeah.
goal thriller out there. New Mexico on Pens over Colorado Springs. San Antonio 1-0 over Union Omaha. Oakland Roots got a 2-1 win over Monterey Bay. Orange County SC 1-0 over Sac Republic. And in the final, actually, no, there's the final one on Saturday. Las Vegas Lights 2-0 over Spokane. And then yesterday, the final match of this round, Louisville 1-0 over North Carolina FC.
Yeah, what I like about this is that you've got some upsets here. I mean, just in terms of the levels of the teams, in terms of the leagues that they play in, right? Your Texoma is a League One team, nearly took down a championship team, but Phoenix Rising prevails. So I'm looking at this. South Georgia couldn't get the job done against Charleston in penalties, but they pushed them all the way to the limit with that 3-3 score line. Greenville beating Miami FC. That's a League One team beating a championship side, doing it in Greenville, but still worth mentioning. So I think this is interesting in that regard. A team that, teams that are struggling in the league also have something else to play for, right? That's awesome that there's something there for teams who might not have playoff soccer in their future this season. And I'm thinking about Oakland Roots, who are dead last in the Western Conference of the USL Championship, but get that win over Monterey Bay in the Jägermeister Cup, and we'll be moving on. There you go.
And that's Long Balls here for Monday. If you're tuned in now and if you haven't hit subscribe yet, do so now. Join the MK Ultras. Join the American soccer conversation here on Morning Kicker. We surpassed 2,700 subs over the weekend. Looking for more. I think 3,000 should be our next goal to rally behind. Just 300-ish to go. That'd be fantastic to do so. If you want to take it a step farther and become a member of the channel, True MK Ultra, $3.99 a month is all it costs. You get access to the Discord, which is seriously hotting up. Great stuff over the weekend. Local, MLS, international, abroad, and all those great threads on the Morning Kick Around Discord channel. And then you can also, part of the membership, you get early access to videos. We make bonus content for you, and you get your priority comments on the screen during these live shows. So $3.99, become an MK Ultra. Or you can be like Ken and donate via ko-fi.com/morningkickaround. We just set a new goal. What did you set the dollar amount for our next goal at Ko-fi?
$3,000, but Ken's money, that $500 contribution that he made to us last week, is going to that. So 16% of the way to the goal of 3,000 already, thanks to Ken. And obviously, the goal is to get there so that we can get out among the people in 2026, do something cool. Hopefully, in a soccer hotbed, someplace where fans are excited. I mean, we've talked about going to Albuquerque, Robin, but probably, we'll put this to the people. We'll figure out what the best place is to go, but there could be a trip out and to meet the people.
Yeah, a supportive club that loves the show, a club opening, a debut would be fun to go to, or even that thing called the World Cup. Something like that. Make 2026 exciting again, right? Morningkickaround@gmail.com is the place to write an email. I switched it up on you there. And then that's the one at mkickaround on X, Instagram, and Blue Sky if you want to follow along on social media. And then we're also a podcast. Search Morning Kick Around on your favorite audio platform and take us with us as a podcast.